Whoa, I had something wrong. Go live, Nighttiger. Go live. Nobody's watching you. Okay, so wow. 18 seconds. It must be a football game or something. All right, we're gonna run an intro here. Why not, right? We have an intro somewhere, and that's a good girl one. We don't want that one. Here we go. New Mexico, hello from Florida. How's the sound? Sound pretty good? Okay, I'm gonna go shut the door and then I'm gonna be right back. Okay, who's in here? My cats are fighting over me, over the Nighttiger. All right, so we got Mr. Clown. You got Mike Smith, your host tonight on Nighttiger Comics. Great. We're seeing double tonight. So I'm going to show a lot of doubles in my Golden Age collection. And shoot, I need to go get some medicine for my leg. But before I do, we'll wait till, we get about 5 or 6 people in. We'll show just cool Golden Age comics, maybe. Can I run out of the room for just 2 seconds? I forgot to put it on. It was a nightmare getting the show going because this computer is just about on its last leg. And it kept shutting off. And I was like so mad. He's not going to stand up. All right. Go for it. So I tried to scramble and get all my doubles together. I think I got probably 80% of them. It's funny, I got another triple coming in probably tomorrow. I just lost like a $600 book. I bought it for $80. A Heroic Comics number 8 from 1940. And it stopped in Jacksonville and it stayed there for about a week. Then I ran down to the post office. She said, I sent an email. You should get something back soon. Yeah, right. And then, so I called Washington or headquarters for the Postal Service. Got on them. They were supposed to return my call in 3 business days. They didn't. I called back. The guy tried to tell me 3 business days at the post office was a week. So on Friday, I called on Thursday after calling on Monday. And then I'm like, he's like, so I said, I figured it out. I'm like, so I'm supposed to call you back on Monday afternoon? Yeah. I'm like, that's a whole week. That's not 2 to 3 business days. They don't care. Anyways, he never called me back. So I called back once again, escalated the investigation. Nothing came of that. So then I called back again. Meanwhile, in between, I'm calling all the shops in Jacksonville. Just I really believe a carrier stole that book. So I called all the shops, told them what it was, and be on the lookout for it. Hold on a minute. So they escalated it the next time I called to Consumer Affairs. They did something. I got an answer finally. Not the one I wanted, but I got an answer finally. I got an answer that it was lost. So I talked with the seller. Technically, I mean, I could get all my money back, but it wasn't his fault. We were in communication. So I just told him, give me half back. So he gave me a little more than half, not much, but and he's like, yeah, but I'm the one out. And I was like, I feel for you. But I told him if the book comes, I'll definitely give his money back because I'm not like that. And the reason I'm like looking around is because I hate these glasses because they got this. And I know where my other ones are. So how many people are in here? One. That's better than zero. I took my other two pairs to work. I just bought a new pair I thought were red mirrors. Man, it's so hard to get the right ones. And they got here and they were these rose colored things. I'm like, I don't think so. I bought this hat. My wife gave me this hat, Columbia, and it fits so nice. And so I will try to order one on Amazon. I looked through all of them. Then I ordered the one I thought looked the most like it and got it. It's one of those one size fits all. It was just huge. Really. So I'm returning both of those things. Oh, so what else? That door is squeaky. I know. I got to get on it. I don't hear it. It's like it doesn't. Why is my hat the wrong way? And my computer is on its last leg. The plug where you plug it in, that's wallered out. If you just move it by accident, because the battery doesn't work either. But yeah, this isn't the doubles. These are just some cool ones I set aside. But and I'll tell you what, I know nothing about this title. I don't even know how I even came across these two because these are the expensive ones, unless they got expensive one before I bought them. But I only bought these a few years ago. So the Buried Alive covers, both of them. I'm actually seriously clueless to where I got these. I didn't put it on the back like I usually do. Now who's in here? Okay, it's you. Okay, here. Come on. Get up there. He's a bipolar cat. He attacked my other cat. I was like, what the he wouldn't let him in this room. I was like, I never seen him do that before. We got that's a tough one to get right there. I mean, it's not like scares, but it's pretty uncommon. Buster, would you shut up? I'm trying to talk to Los Cruces here. Okay, we got two watching. Make yourself known, whoever you are. Tell me what you think of this. Give me a comment. Have you seen it before? Do you want to know more about it? I actually just got number one, but I have to tell you guys, I've had an incredible week with sellers. I got one seller that called me from fourcolorcomics.com. And when I talked to Joe, Tennessee Joe, he said that she called him also. That was pretty cool. So she called to let you know that she has a website, and then how many comics they have listed. And if you go there, obviously, I told her, I jumped the gun and said they're probably less expensive. And she's like, yes. I thought that was cool. I never had a seller call me. This hat is freaking me out. Where is it? No, this side. Oh, okay, because it's tucked up. What the heck? This hat's like alive or something. It keeps moving. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then I was in contact with another seller. So I bought a book that I already have, and it's incomplete. So they had $14.99 or $19.99. So, I was talking to them. I don't know why. I sent him a message for some reason. And I said, "What's the best you'll do on that?" No, I asked him. I sent him because he had $18 shipping. So I sent a little message. I was like, "Hey, is this a mistake? Is this $18? Is that the real shipping?" So he said, "Yeah." He said, "We're in Canada." That makes sense. I don't know how they do it. Some places I don't pay much. Other places I pay like 15, $18. But if it's a good deal, it's a good deal, right? So I asked him, I said, "I see a book that I want, and it's incomplete. What's your best on it?" And he's like $10. I'm like, so he had 3 of the same series. And I said, "How about all 3 for 30?" So he said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, I can do that." And they're all incomplete. And I'll tell you why when I get them. They're really hard to get complete. So, and they're really hard to get at all. So that tells you anything about these books. I don't want to share it because I keep you in suspense. Now, Sunday, all Golden Age, winter and Christmas comics. Yes. I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait. I think I skipped it last year. One year I skipped it. But it's really fun to just do that. Okay. I must be a football game on or something. I know everybody's got to go to work. All right, so we're gonna do doubles. You're seeing double tonight on Nighttiger Comics. Okay, let's make sure we have one. Anyways, let's show some doubles. All Golden Age, and I hate that I can see these. Oh, should have flipped them the other way. All right, hold on. These are not them. This is a Golden Age book. It's not a double though. Hint, hint. It's not yet a double. All right. So here we go. Yeah, this is one of my favorite books in my collection. Cracker Jack Funnies. It's so favorite, I forgot the number. So the number is 34. 34 is the number. I love that trope in the Golden Age where they have the giant hero or villain, vice versa, with the good guy, the bad guy. So yeah, 7.0 restored, or no, restored, no, what is this? Qualified. Missing part of a story page. So it's really nice, man. I think I fought for this in an auction because I love this book. I've never, after this one, I've never seen another one, but I bought another one before that. Oh, and I did read it. Oh, it's all Batman ripoff stuff, but it's done fun and cool. That's all I can say. So Cracker Jack Funnies 34. You're seeing double tonight on Nighttiger Comics. Another prize book in my collection. I'm whispering. My wife's trying to sleep in the next room. Oh yeah, baby. This is a tough one, and it's weird. This book is so, dare I say, scarce. I've seen more than I want to see of these already, like 4 or 5 since I bought mine. But so it's hard to place a value on this. Some people put like $2,000 at sometimes, and I couldn't even say if I. So I have 2, obviously, because it's seeing double tonight. And this one's a much lower grade. I was 30, or I don't know if it's a lower grade. It's got some like, I don't know if it's mildew or foxing. It's like brown little stains right there. I was thinking of soaking this cover. That would definitely remove that, whatever that is. Sometimes the risk is too high. I have to assess the book. I know there was a book up here I wanted to soak. I was excited to soak it because if it looked clean, it would look a whole lot different, but it was just too fragile. So that is Kid Eternity. Is it Kid? Yeah, Kid Eternity, number 15, 1949. I should take that comment down. All right, we got 4, baby. You see in double on Nighttiger Comics. All right, so I'm going to reveal this next one. I have a 3rd copy coming. So anytime I find this book for less than $50, I'm in, because I know this is a major key, but I didn't discover it, but I'm embracing it. But once it kind of catches on, I'm sure it's going to take probably a couple more years. People are going to want it. So this is All Funny 16. And I have a 3rd copy on the way. The 3rd copy is it's weird. So one of these is just a regular book, low grade. The other one is got 2 error pages, missing red inks. And then the one that's coming is like a miscut big time. It goes up this way and then up that way. So I got to see how it looks. I mean, it's hard to tell in the picture how it sits, but I don't care. So All Funny's number 16. And which one of these is the error? So what's the key? That's what you want to know, I'm guessing. First time, Batman character and Superman character team up in a comic book. That's major stuff. And this book, I've never seen it over 50. I seen one for 30, but it had crayon all over the cover. Comic Warehouse. So they wouldn't come off that 30. So in the story, I forget, it's like some kind of projection, like the guy hits his head and there's like a projection of the heroes like around the room or something like that. I mean, you got to really, what is it? You got to really like stretch it to. And one of these is the air. I don't think it's this one. And this thing smells great. Okay, here it is. And not only that, it's the first time Green Arrow character is outside of more fun comics and the first time he teams up with any other DC heroes. So I think that's pretty major. I'll wager. I didn't write that. I just made it up right there. Okay, here we go. This thing is split. What? Where do you stand on split spines? But it's all there, man. It's still together. I read this baby, and it's delicious. So there you go. So did you hear what I just said? I've never seen any of these over 50. That means they're affordable. You heard it first on Nighttiger Comics. Very affordable. Let's show the error copy. It's this very recognizable cover. So I'm scrolling through. I see that one pretty. It's yellow. It's got that dumb dog there. What is it? Shaggy DA. Shaggy DA. Who remembers Shaggy DA? Disney movies. Okay, this is the error. Yes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It doesn't have blue. No blue on those 2 pages. Isn't that cool? Well, how do you assess a value to this? Pretty hard. You'd have to like take a similar type key in order to like ballpark it. I don't even know what another similar key would be to this. Maybe you guys do. Maybe you can tell me. Oh, library, what's up? Yeah, Shaggy DA. So there's an open here if you guys want to come in at all and just like comment or show something or whatever. But you don't have to. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Buster, what are you doing? Let's wake him up. Okay, well, we got some more doubles. You're seeing double tonight on Nighttiger Comics. I'm going to say that over and over again. You're going to hear it double. What about this book? What year is this book from? 1941. Number 21. Number 21, April 41. Mandrake the Magician. You got Henry. These books are tough. Tough. I mean, this book is so tough. I mean, if you accidentally bump into another one for under 50, are you going to turn it down? No. Now, I don't sell books, but I do buy with the idea of an investment that maybe in the future, if I need the money, then I can turn a profit, you know? And it's amazing. Some of these books I'm seeing the prices on them that I bought for under 50. It's shocking. I'm glad I'm not greedy because I'd run out and just sell the thing. So yeah, that's Mandrake. I'm trying to get every Mandrake cover in the early Magic comics. So I think the first 2 or 3 he's not on. It was just Henry. And then after that, they're together. Some of them he's by himself. So that's Magic Comics. Number 21. 1941. Let's see what we got next. So we have IW from 1958. It's a number 1. It's a one-off. They did a lot of those. Metarog sent me some kind of those comic information, like the comic size from the 80s, black and white print, with just information and news about what was going on in the industry. So I was reading one of those when I was in Sweden. And I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, it had the listing for every IW title there is. So that's IW. Here's the Avon. Obviously, just the background colors changed. The Avon is, I didn't label it. Shoot, not lazy. That's not lazy. If they come Mylar like this, I'd never open them until I read it. And then I put all the information on it. All right, so that was Fighting Daniel Boone versus the Dining Daniel Boone. Okay, I'm running out of room here. Must you be? What are you doing? Where's McGree? Yeah, like I said, I only had like 10 minutes to find my double, so I'm still some out there that I don't have here. This is First Love Illustrated by Harvey. Number 59, December 55. So this does have the information on the back. So I'm into really collecting the Western Good Girl genres, and this kind of fit the bill. I bought one and I really liked it. I'm like, let me look around. So I found this one after that for 11. It's a little bit lower grade, maybe a grade. Let me see. Yeah, this is probably a good 4.0. This is probably a good 3.0. But this was 11. This is 23. Now that's what's shipping. So not bad. It's really cool cover. Al Alverson. So you're seeing double Nighttiger Comics. Guys, a comment would be nice. Throw me a bone or something. Come on. Throw the Nighttiger a bone. All right, this is one of my favorites. It's funny. I was going through the box, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I didn't know I had a double on that. This hat is freaking me out. Get down, hat. I didn't know I had a double on this. So when I saw, I was like, yeah, it's like hitting the lottery. It's like hitting like a, I don't know, $150 lottery ticket. Is there a game on? I don't know. I don't watch football. I don't know nothing about it. So yeah, I got two of those. These are pretty tough. The other ones, if you can get them on a 50 and they're in really decent shape, you got a good investment. Oh, sorry. What is that girl's name? K-Bar Kate. K-Bar Kate. Let me see that rock. K-Bar Kate. There you go. She look beautiful, don't she? I think she's from Beaufort, Georgia. I don't know. Okay. You notice it's like a Western theme because I went through my Western box. So let's get out of Westerns. The Western good girl. Oh, so this is the facsimile. All American Comics 17. I just read it. I loved it. I thought it was so cool. I love the Golden Age Green Lantern. I think he looks so cool. Hal Jordan, he's all right. But man, that costume there looks like a magician or something. And the greens, I love it. It's always been a fan. I actually have 3 issues of All American Comics with the Green Lantern. Yep. Do I? Where are they at? Who knows? Okay. I think. One. Dang, that's so thick. Here's 2 slabs. Yeah, I know you think you're not seeing it on this channel, but I do have some slabs. What number is that? 52 from 1943, September 43. College. And then one day I'll bust these things out. I think I'm going to. I already have my eye on the comic I'm going to bust out probably within the next couple months. All American, number 83. What is it? 80, 81. So, yeah. I'm gonna do a video or a live show. I'm gonna bust this sucker out. Centaur, Amazing Adventures, 1940. I just want to read it. I want to hold it. I want to love it. I want to smell it. Yeah. Why does it got to be in there? But I got it for an incredible price. That's why I bought it. Push me. Okay. Okay. What next? You'll see in double tonight on Nighttiger Comics. Ghost Rider from Magazine Enterprises. B. Barbie Riders. Number 15, July 52. Hold your horses. We're not done yet. Get it? Hold your horses. I just made that up. What do you guys think? How does that look? Is that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I'm in love, man. I'm in love. What do you think, Mr. Clown? Wipe that grin off your face. Hi, Chihuahua. Hey, I aim to deliver, Reef. Welcome to the show. You're seeing double tonight. Oh, on Nighttiger Comics. I said, wipe that damn grim off your face. Why did I say grim? I meant to say grin. Fiction House. Anybody? You want a little Fiction House here? Fire Hair number 1 and Fire Hair number 1 too. Fire it up, Fire Hair. Not the best looking Fire Hair, but it's a number 1, so there you go. Now I got this one here. I bought this one a while back. I forget what for about 50, and I paid 32 shipped for this one from my comic shop. They called it a 1.0, so that in reality means it's a 2.0. Fire Hair. It's a little advice to my cult followers out there. Stay away from redheads. They are fire. I was married to one. Okay, what else? That book's not too uncommon, but to get it under 50, that is uncommon. What do we got here? We'll do some Western again because this is a pretty big book here. This is a key book from Fawcett. Now, got this. I had this one for a while. Just a great looking ace romance, 3 issues. So hard to get. I have to just assume that the print run was pretty low. I mean, it's a subgenre between Western and cowboy comics and romance comics, so it's incredibly tough. In order to get this one, because I think there was one other one at the time. This is probably like 5-6 years ago on eBay, and it was like about $70 or $80. I'm like, now I probably would have paid that if I had it, but I'm like, no. So there was one from Britain, and they were asking $39, something like that, with $18 shipping, or it came out to like $48 all together. I'm like, okay, I'm in. But it's a tough book, and finally, I wasn't looking for another number 1, but this guy had listed all 3. No, I'm sorry, he had listed number 1 and number 3. And then one was 10 and one was 20. And I'm like, ooh. So I got them all. I have number 2, and it's incomplete. I think it's missing 2 wraps. Only one I've ever seen. And I got that from Comic Warehouse, I believe. But Western Love Trails. Okay. Let's get away from Westerns now. So this is an amazingly huge comic. Wiz number 36, October 42. October because it's the first mention or use of the word Halloween in comic books, as spelled right here. Before it was Hallows Eve. So that's pretty cool. But I got 2 of those. These are good investments. Pretty cool key. You know how it goes with you fanboys out there. You suck all the comics up in one area and you move to another. So eventually you'll get to this area. Wiz Comics 36. So it's got a great Nazi story inside where they're trying to, they use like a house as headquarters or something. So they pretend to be ghosts to keep people away. You know how that goes. Never works. But it's a good story. Okay, we have how many watching here? 5 watching. Oh, my regular fan base. I started separating all my faucets into one box. You never know how much you have until you start separating stuff. I did my gold keys, my Dells, my Charltons took a long box and a half. My gold keys took a short box and a half. And my Dells took 2 short boxes. And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, some more faucet. kind of a really cool horror. I mean, when do you usually see blood? Even, I mean, not only on a Golden Age comic, but on a faucet, regardless. They were a little more strict on, or trying to be a little more kid friendly. So it's unusual to see all that blood. So that's a pretty good book. This one pops up quite often. Be on the lookout for it. It's Marvel Family 77. It was a fun story. King Cole. I can't even stop staring at it. Let's see what we got going. Reef Man. Hand model. Oh yeah, haha. See, I got that. Hand model. Okay, where else? What are we at? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Which way did he go? Don't you dare fall off there. All right. There's another tough one. What is this by? I forget. P&L Publishers. P&L Publishing. There's 3 issue, and 2 of them are Good Girl, and the other one's not. I think number 1 is not a Good Girl. I think that's how they goes. They put out number 1, and then their editor goes, you know what? Throw a Good Girl on that next one so we can sell more copies. And then they sell more copies, and they say, throw another Good Girl on number 3. So Red Arrow, number 3, October 1951. I paid with shipping for, I don't know what this one, but $36. That's cheap. This is a book that people don't know about. That's why I'm trying to get all these Good Girl Westerns. The only way you know about it is I have the Gerber guides. Those are a must if you have a collection. Because of the Sears catalog of comic book, Golden Age comic books. Always green. I always like green. I don't know why. This looks cool. Like your hair. Where we at, people? Okay, we're right here. Ooh, this is a good one. It's funny. There's one of these on eBay right now. I think it's pretty low grade, and they want like $60 or $70. I'm like, people are crazy. I got both of these for under 30. And this one is really high grade. I mean, it's extremely high. It has this dust line, though, from where another comic was on top of it for a long time. But other than that, it's like really nice. White bone white. Western Thriller. So that's a pretty good cover there. I forget who does that. So these are actually reprints from 1954 of the Fox issue from 1950 or from 1949. So this reprints Fox number 6 of the title, and this is number 52. So this was. I'm still trying to track down information on this. MS Distributors. So for $1, they would send you 11 Golden Age comics. And so you tell that this is a reprint from MS Publisher. For one, there's going to be no Fox indication, no Fox insignia on the cover. And other times there's no price either. So you see like that? So Fox, if you know Fox Comics, they always printed page number 1 on the inside cover. So if you open this up, it has an ad on the inside cover and no number 1 page. It starts with 2. So that's to show you that this wasn't a remainder. They actually printed it. If it was it could be remainder. But this, they have their own house ad on the last page. Oh, it's get 15 comics for $1. 15 Golden Age comics for $1. I've never been able to track down the list, but I do have quite a few, like 4 or 5 of these from that MS distributor. So that's 5 out of 15. I'm guessing I have 5. I could have more. But still, there's quite a few more out there. Anyways, look at this book. It's just white. So what you do, some of these books I've gotten because the people list them as first prints in the description, and then when I get the book, I know it's not, and I send them. They don't usually it's non-Golden Age collect or sellers, but more like Marvel, DC, Key, and all that. So I'm like, sorry, but this is not a first print. It's actually a reprint, and I've gotten money back. So I was going to say something else, and I forgot what it was. I know that'd be nice to know. I wish I could find the list so I can start trying to get them all. And I can tell the seller, that's a reprint. How dare you? So some more Western. Oh, who is this? This is DS Publishers. So they did quite a few titles, but they didn't last more than some of them up to 9 issues and less. Mostly up to like 3 and 4. I think this one lasted pretty long. This is number 5 from March 49. But it was a quality company. The art, the stories were always top notch. The covers, they have crime genres. They have more Western, Good Girl, and they also have romance. Roundup. I'm trying to get them all the Good Girl ones. Okay, we looked at that. We looked at that. Oh yeah, here we go. Space. So we got the Victory Garden cover. The Victory Garden cover was your way of showing your patriotical support and helping out with the community during the World War II. So you can conserve on groceries. Very cool. My mom had a garden growing up. I hated cucumber pickles, and she would always try to make me eat them. My mom always used to trick me. Food I didn't like, so I hated those yogurt things that look like regular popsicles. My mom loved them, so every time she'd get them, she'd call, "Hey, Mike, you want a popsicle?" I'd come running. What kid wouldn't snatch that popsicle, take a bite? Oh man, my mom would be laughing. That's probably one of the best memories I have of my mom. One time, I think I was 5, and I enticed the neighbor girl over to sit on the front porch right out. We didn't have like a porch. It was like a door and then long steps that went down, really long, made out of wood. I was sitting there, and then I knew what I was going to do, and all of a sudden I quickly kissed her on the cheek. My mom was standing right there. I got in so much trouble. Man, got in trouble. So this is a Key comic, obviously. This book, I cannot believe how it's skyrocketing. I'm seeing incompletes going for $100 and people buying them. What is it about this book? This one is missing centerfold here. But this one is complete, and I got it for $34. But yeah, if I find one missing a centerfold for cheap, like $20, I think that's what I paid, I'll buy it. Like I said, I've seen 0.5s now going for not well over, but over 100. And those are sold listings. Goes to show when you stick on his channel, man, and look at the books that I show you, and then you go out on eBay and you go and you look through them. You go 1940, look 5 pages in, hit Golden Age in the filter. Okay, here's what you do. So you type in 1940. That's where you start. That's where I normally start. Type in 1940 comics. Buy it now. Forget about the auctions. That's too much stress. You don't need that in your life. Hit the filter. Best match should be on there already. Golden Age comics, categories, comics, and graphic novels. Okay, you got all that, then you go search. You can go in as far as you want. Usually by the fifth one page or 6 page in, you really kind of know if there's anything new there. But you never know. Sometimes if you want to chase the dragon, go 100 pages. I don't care. But I usually go 5 or 6, then 41, 5 or 6, 42, 43. Sometimes I don't go all the way. The next day or later on, come back, start at that spot I left off. You're bound to find a gem. I usually find one every time. Like just one under 50, under 30. And if you see one and you know what it is and it's worth 600, like that Heroic Comics, and it's only $80, you buy it. I have a couple Heroics, one mid grade, one low grade, and one high grade already. And I paid $200 for that at the flea market. I just got this. And the reason I got another one was 17 shipped. I love war bond covers. Now, I'm not talking about that little stamp in the corner. To me, I don't consider that a war bond cover. It's got to have some depiction in the character and the title, like a giant enough box that it's seen from the newsstand. This is quite common book. I showed it on Facebook, and a couple people showed theirs. There are some other ones that are harder to get. So obviously, if you're my regulars, you've already seen these books that came in. I soaked that cover. I had to trim it because the wraps were stapled in awkward on all of the sides. I figured, hey, it's my book. I'll do what I want with it. Right? If it's your book, you do what you want with it. Who cares what anybody says? It looks great. I love it. Anyways. This one doesn't look so great, but it still looks cool. Okay, where are we at, people? Let me check my phone. Make sure I don't have any messages here. Oop. Okay, so we're closing in on an hour, which we should wrap it up. I got to get up early and go to the doctor at 8:30. But hey, I figured earlier the better. What do you guys like, Good Girl, or do you like war books? Because I have just as much love for both. This cover, when I seen it, man, I wanted to make a poster of it. But I thought, I have people that visit with young kids. I thought, oh, that might not be too appropriate to have a huge poster of this on the wall. But I was looking for this book for so long. There were other ones for 100, and they were so low grade. I tried to get them down. They wouldn't move. Everybody wants this book. So this is the highest grade I've seen. Now, people have told me they've seen high, like 7.0s, and it's like I don't believe them. It's not like I don't believe them, but I haven't seen it with my own eyes. This actually is missing, or this piece is torn off, this cover, and it was torn off when I bought it. Thank goodness that piece was there, because without it, it wouldn't look bad, but it would not look as good as it does. Taffy, number 12, February 48. So I paid $33 for this. Guys, this book is like a $200 book in this condition, at least. I don't even know. That's on the low end. It could be much more. I know, like I said, that one that was falling apart, he wanted 100 for it, and he wouldn't move. So I'm not worried about selling it or anything, but you have to be able to determine the value on your book. I mean, just in case, you should have some assessment in your mind. So this is what I do. And I don't know if you do this. I don't know if you're crazy like me. I'll stand in front of my shelves and I'll go $50, 100, 150, 900, 750. So I'll assign values as I go down to kind of keep in practice. Is that weird? I think it's beneficial. Yeah, I'm telling you, I do that. Okay, let me figure this out. I put up some heavy gauge fishing line. I ran them like that, stitched them across the shelf so I can give her the clips. This way I can put books in front when I want to change them out real fast, and I never got to worry about them falling. Oh man, what am I going to show here? I mean, I have some more doubles. We're not done. Or wait, I think we are. But I have some books set aside too. You guys like Matt Baker at all? Does anybody out there care about Matt Baker? I spoke too soon, but I have a Matt Baker book here somewhere. Now, you're not going to believe the incredible price that I found this for on eBay. I couldn't even believe it. This is a beautiful book. Wartime Romances, number 15, May 1953. I paid $37.50 for that, shipped. So anytime I tell you a price, it's going to have shipping included. Really gorgeous book. This book's probably, I don't even know what this. It's got to be over $150 at least, or more. I mean, he's the hottest artist, Golden Age artist right now. I don't even know. I would even venture to say this would probably go for $300 easy. This one, not only do they want it, but these collectors are thinking of an investment book when they buy that. And $300 is a low, especially if you get it graded. Now, I don't say any of this stuff to brag. It's to help you guys. I want everybody to start collecting Golden Age. I don't care if you compete with me. That makes it much funner because it's harder then. And I think I'm satisfied with what I have. So, but yeah, you know how it is. If a deal's a deal. What else? I think I bought this at a shop. This is April 1957, Yellow Claw. Obviously a ripoff of Fu Manchu by Atlas. Martin Goodman would rip off his own mother if he could. Joe Simon, Jack Kirby. Send in your dreams. They'll pick one that they like. They'll make a story out of it. These are tough books to get. Nobody wants to let go of these, and they fight to get them. I lost the number one to Jesse Simon. We were bidding against each other, and I gave up at 60, and he got it for like 63. He was laughing. I called him, and he's like, "Oh, I won that." And I'm like, he goes, "I got it for 63," and he's laughing. I'm like, "You little bastard! I'll come over there and kick you the ass." And he still shows it, and I'm like, ah! But hey, it's fair competition. Fair competition. Harvey, Black Cat. These books blew up right at COVID. When the COVID money hit, you could get these for $50 pretty frequently. They will say jumped up to like 100, 150. And they haven't come all the way down yet. 1948, number 13. Black Cat. What we had at here? Oh, we got 5. We're going to do 5 more minutes. I saw this book the other day listed for $400 or something. I was like, what? I remember when I bought this, I was talking with Tyler from Wendy and Tyler from the Comic Couple on Instagram. They're not there anymore, but we still talk. And I'm like, should I buy this for $100? Is that a good price? And he's like, yes, that is a good price. So I bought it. Really killer. Horror cover, good girl. The spirit. I mean, it has 3-4 tropes there. Number 3. This is actually a fiction house, so it's not quality. It's in 1952. Yep. No, I don't think Will Eisner does the art in here. Good. Let's look. I haven't cracked this open yet. You can only crack so many books. I try to read, but a lot of times I get up to where I have to go for work, and I'm so tired that if I start reading, I just fall asleep. It was debate whether to do this show or to put out some more of those cover little videos, because I have a bunch of them done. Yeah, it's by Will Eisner, all right. Beautiful. You can tell Will Eisner right away. I mean, there's no other illustrator like him. I mean, every panel, every picture he does is a story without words. I read one of my Spirit comics, the last one I read. Wasn't Spirit? No, it wasn't Spirit. It was Police Comics, but it had the Spirit in it. And he took out this guy in like 4 panels, but the panels kind of spun down as he flipped this guy and then flipped a chair on top of him and sat on it without words or nothing. I was like, that was the coolest. I'll never forget reading that. It was just so good. And there were no words, no dialogue. I think this was my first real EC book. And I got a pretty nice copy for $100. And now I see this book, $350 in this grade, maybe something like that. This is like a 4.0. I remember consulting DS Comics, if you know him on Instagram, and he's on the No Face chats, asking him, sent him the listing. I'm like, is that a good price? And he's like, heck yeah. So it's good to build your own network of friends, people that you can talk. I'll cold call people like on Instagram. I'll just dial after having, conversation in text, of course. So it's not like they don't know who I am, but they're shocked that I call, and I just talk, and we just start talking. So you can build these networks of people, and then you have different people that collect different things. And you can ask, like, if you're going to buy something like that they collect, you can say, hey, is this a good price? I saw these on Shannon's channel. Is it Shannon? Not Shannon. I can't remember his channel name. He does the annual Halloween tour. This year he just replayed last year's, but they decorate their whole house. Him and his wife are into collectibles. I saw these on his channel, and he had some nice copies of this. A couple in the run. This is the only one I have. These are really tough. Matter of fact, I think it's the only time I've ever seen one listed, and I grabbed it. It says on the back, extremely scarce crossover genre. LB Cole, cover art. First two issues are called Target Western Romance. And I wrote something else. It says virtually no info on this issue online. That's a book I like. Yeah. Okay. Another Black Cat. Come on, people. Why not? So this is Black Cat 54. I actually picked this up at my LCS for $30. I couldn't believe it. Oh, sorry guys, got a bad back. Check this out. That's Joe Simon cover. I haven't even peeked inside here yet. We should do it together. What am I going to go to midnight? Let me see. So Reef says, do you collect Crime Does Not Pay? I do. Matter of fact, now that you bring it up, I put out the feelers because I'm looking for the last 6 issues. The title changed. The crime got smaller and the Does Not Pay got bigger, and then it had the code on it for I think 6 issues, and those are really hard to find in like anywhere above a 2.0. And that's being generous, usually like a 1.5. So I'll put the feelers out for those. I have to believe that they're probably in some comic shops somewhere, a bunch of them around the country, and nobody cares about them. But they just look cool to me, the title change on them. Oh, yeah, we were going to look inside here. I guess we'll go to midnight. Yeah, people go, I can't believe you do that. Entertainment. Let's see the art in here. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I did look in here, I think. This book's pretty solid. Everything's together. The pages are tight. Look at that panel right there. Now look at this. 12 big issues for $1. This was $100. So comic books are. Wish I had something to drink. They're so cool because if you know what you're doing, if you know what you're looking for, you can make money. This book, I bought it for $100 off my comic shop. The next week, they're listing one that's in not as good shape as this one. I mean, just a little bit less for $465. Because when I seen this, I'm like, is that right? $100? So I was like, I got to get that. I'll never get a number 2 for $100. Johnny Nabisco. The only thing better than reading a Golden Age comic and enjoying it is sex. There's nothing else better. Sex is better, and then you have Golden Age comics. Whoa, that's a strong smell. Look at that ad right there. Just to hold this and look and feast your eyes on that. Read it, look over the arts. Some Black Cat. Goodness. Yeah, that's a thick book too. There she goes back into my. Oh, she got a spine roll. Ooh, I might have to take care of her. Oh yeah, she's gonna look. Oh my goodness, she's gonna look good if I get done with her. Take that spine roll right out. I didn't realize that. Look at that. That one staple is close to the spine. The other one's just, it's like a 16th of an inch away. So they're not even aligned right. That's hard. When you're doing spine rolls with that, I don't know. I think I get it out. What else we got here? Are you guys up for Marvel or you want more Golden Age? Where did this even come from? One of my other nice all-time favorites. Let's see what library. I never seen Black Cats Out in the Wild. Good stuff, yeah. All right. This is one of my favorites. So this is the one I wanted to soak the cover, but the paper quality that they use is very poor. And the spine is weak. So I'm afraid pulling it off will split the spine. If it doesn't, probably in the soak, it would definitely split it. So I'm just going to leave it. I didn't attempt to dry clean it yet. So Tennessee Joe, Black Box Silver and Bronze, he got one of these at a shop in Tennessee. I never seen it before, or maybe I didn't remember it. But when he showed it to me, I was like, holy crap, I want that. And, I determined I would never get one, but that's okay. I got to look at it. inexperienced. I get to look at it and I know what it is. He texts me one day, like a week later. There's one on my comic shop for 50. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, really? You became mine like in that second. All right, where we at? All right, chair. Move backwards. Hmm. I mean, one cool book after another. That's just an observation. I got this for a steal. I kind of think my good friend kind of regrets the sale, but because he didn't realize how hard it is to get. And this is a nice copy too. I paid I paid 60 for he owed me money. So Joe, Tennessee Joe, silver black box, and silver and bronze. I don't remember it. Sub him up. Try to remember his name. Black box, silver and bronze. So I don't know if you guys heard this crazy, crazy story. So I had sold him, I had traded him a book for money and comics. And he was coming back. He was moving from Hawaii and he was actually driving to Tennessee. And he had stopped in California at this amazing shop where he got all these amazing deals on Golden Age. And I called him when I was on the highway and I'm like, where are you? And he goes, I'm almost to, where is it? In Missouri. And I'm like, what? I said, so am I. I said, what? Where are you at? What interstate? So he tells me, I'm like, so am I. And I said, what mile mark are you? And he's like, well, wait, I haven't passed one in a while. So he finally got to one and I was like, dude, I just passed that like 3 minutes ago. He was literally right behind me. Oh, St. Louis? Not St. Louis. I don't remember. But he was literally, I was in a semi and he was in his car. So he pulled over. We jumped out. We started talking for a little bit. He's like, yeah, I just bought all these books. I'm like, oh, yeah, you owe me money. So he's like, well, do you want one of these books for the money? And I'm like, sure. So I said, what you got? So this was one of them, a black. I think I paid him $40 for a Ghost Rider Magazine Enterprises #1. It's missing a centerfold or first page. I think it's missing the first page. I got this. I got a Wiz Comics that neither one of us thought was pricey. We found out it was. Another Wiz Comics. You know, I think I bought this from him for 60 and I bought the Ghost Rider. And then he traded 3 other books, or he gave them to me for the cash he owed me. I don't know. It was just cool. He was like, literally, who does that? Right behind me on the interstate. What do we got going here, people? Oh, this is a killer book. Oh, I love it. The other day I was pulling a comic down, and all of a sudden, that thick gauge fish line I have like that, it was like loose, and I'm like, what? So I thought, oh great, the loop messed up, so I was gonna retie the loop, and when I pulled it, the whole thing came loose, like, and all the books started going. I'm like, no, and I didn't realize that the loop had come apart on the other side. Anyways, what is it? Space Action. This book I had for a long time, and then I kept seeing it like go for money, and I'm like, I have that. I don't know. I paid for this book, not much, but it had the spine roll. It had a big spine roll. Everything was like mishmash. Put that book together, pressed it out, and it looks just as good as those ones going for over $100 or more. It's got that creature coming through the lens. And he's holding that girl. Oh, okay. I don't even know who does that cover. Okay, we got some comments finally in here. That's cool. Oh, he does. He's actually paying some books off right now. was telling me he's got a couple of books he's been paying like for 6 months or something. He wouldn't tell me what it was. Daniel Coronado, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the sandbox with the cool kids. Oh, is it? Do you have any like ballpark figure of what you want to pay for it? I mean, I'm not selling mine, just I don't know what the value is. Hey, get that off my screen. What the heck? Thank you. What else? We got all kinds of stuff here. This is one of my favorite books. It's not a golden age though. It's Bronze Age. You know why it's one of my favorite? It has Barry Windsor Smith art in it. Marvel Premiere number 3. Third Doctor Strange solo series. It's weird that they start him off on issue 3. Isn't that weird? They're like, this book's going nowhere. Save it. Save it. Get Barry. Yeah, he'll draw anything. What is that? It's 1972. Okay, raise your hands if this is in your collection. Great cover. I love his face there in the background. Like the shadow of it looks 3D. The Bronze Age of Marvel was the best. Is this on your list? Your list. Is this on your list? What the heck? Daryl Hall and John Oates are like suing each other in court now. The first appearance of the Purple Man. Like he's a major character. Like heavy dude. Nice Kirby cover. Has it got Wally Wood inks on it or something? I don't remember. I think I have 4. So what is this issue? Was there 4? I don't know. I know I have a few. I know I don't have number 1. That's on my list. I don't have number 1. Let's see. We got to get this out of the way. Okay. You might recognize this book. Tell me if you do. I still need to press this out. I've got rusty staples, but I have it, so I don't care. I remember reading this Christmas 2 years ago in Dominican Republic. Please tell me that's on your list. Oh, you said that already. Stop repeating yourself. Killer Clown. This is Mr. Clown. I told him to wipe that damn grin off his face, but he won't. Why do we keep saying grim? Grin. Grin. All right, I know this is the good stuff to you guys. This is the crack cocaine to you junkies right here. I never thought I'd get this book. It started going up, and I'm like, I am not paying more than $50 for this thing. Once I realized it was going up, I went back and I'm like, okay, now I'll pay $50. And then they weren't $50 anymore. but I got this for 30 at the flea market. Shockingly. I'm telling you, if you're in Florida, Webster Flea Market's the flea market to get comic books. It's the biggest that I've seen. If you analysize it as the best with the best deals, it's the biggest I've ever seen here in Florida. Now, there are bigger flea markets, but I've been to them a few times and you never find nothing. So it's the biggest with great deals. That's a great cover, too. Bruner. I put a couple backing boards. I think it was thick. Another flea market, Webster Flea Market in Webster, Florida. Every holiday, it's only open on Mondays. And if it's a holiday, I think it's huge. My neighbors, they bought the Legend figures. They got all the Man-Thing parts, and they have a statue of him. It looks so cool. I gotta get a picture of that for my Instagram. Yep. Right next to Eternals #1. And a few others. Never thought I'd own that one. You can see someone gave her a little facelift there. There it was on my LCS's wall for $45. And I did a trade. I forget what I traded. I traded a slab and some comics. And I'm like, I'll take that. Little shop in Denella, Florida. I always find a lot of great keys there for that's on my place to go for like Marvel Silver Age and Bronze. DC keys also. I just got this book there. High grade. Nice Kirby. Is that Kirby? It is. It's a cute cover, robots or whatever they are. Let's look at this because I'm telling you, this thing's high grade. Okay, let's see. Comments are here. Just let the light shine off it. I like finding books like this. I found another Submariner, the first Silver Age Human Torch, a couple weeks ago there before this one. High grade too. I think I traded some stuff for it. Shout out to Falcomeister. Sending all the prizes here. Matter of fact, hold on a minute. A matter of fact, it's a curse of this comic room has a curse on it. I'm going to tell you what it is. We cannot seem to get rid of Funko Pops here. I give one away, or someone comes and says, "Can I have that?" And I give it to them, and then I get another one somehow. So another Funko Pop has arrived. I don't even know who this is. Snake Man Fluffy. Someone told me it was manga or something, anime. I don't know. So I found out how to get rid of it. I actually have one of my coworkers. He's into collectibles also. We're always talking. Hey, I got this. I got that. So I gave him some sport hockey card things. I don't know what it was. And then I told him I got this. So I don't want to put a Funko Pop on my shelf. Do I have one there? I don't think so. Okay, let's do Marvel. I love Marvel. I mean, just because I love Golden Age doesn't mean I don't love Marvel. Because I love Marvel. I grew up on Marvel. I remember when I wanted to get this book, and I only wanted a high grade copy. And at the time, you could get one for $50. Let's look at it. 10 minutes and then I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. Now I try to find another copy for 50. I don't think so. One of my favorite books, because I had one as a kid. I had to sell it when I was 18 to pay off some fines or go to jail. So I thought I'd sell my. I sold a whole collection of early X-Men to stay out of jail. I just had so many traffic tickets that if I didn't pay them off, so good news, I did pay them off, and I started another collection. So that collection that I sold were all my books that I bought in Milwaukee, in New Berlin, Wisconsin. That's got the dealer's mark right there. You write that on there really quick, and then he'll know. He can look on the newsstand. Look at over at the newsstand. He'll see that one and go, "That's been there for 2 months. Let's get that. Let's remain that one." What a killer book! Man, I never thought about that. That those were my books that came from Milwaukee. That makes me sad. I've only been back one time, and that was in May. My mom passed away when we were kids, and my dad had cancer. And so he quickly moved us to Florida so he could be with his mom and be in a warmer climate. But he only made it another year. It was 5 of us orphans. I got this for $38 at that flea market. There's a cool guy there. He has Golden Age. He has all the keys, and he cuts you a really good deal. And then there's another guy there. He usually has like just long boxes of stuff, but it's usually bronze, silver, and gold. And the first time he came, man, I just bought all the best gold for like $10 a piece, $100 books. But he'll do the same thing with the silver and bronze. You buy enough. I always like buy, and then I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I want to spend on that. And then I'll tell him, and he was like, sometimes he'll go for it. Other times he's like $20 more or something. One time he had a huge key. I forget what it was. I think it was Fantastic Four number 3 or no, number 4 or something like that. And I'm like, I'll give you $100 right now. And he's like, oh, I can't do that. I'm like, come on, man, right now. He's like, I can't. I was happy to get this book. See, some of these books, they were with this crazy market and the COVID money and all that, and they just shot up. I was like convincing myself, I'll never get this one. I'll never get that one. So I got this one. It was on my LCS's wall for $120, which is shocking because he usually overprices everything. Especially when it comes, not when it comes to Golden Age books like that Black Hats, but any like keys. It has a markdown of 6 cents over there, but I'll take it. I'm trying to determine if I can make a way where I can put the book like this, and put the cover here on a good angle somehow, that I can wash it without removing it from the book. Does that make sense? I haven't figured it out yet. There's got to be a way. You could something like a cardboard like this, but it's got to be really long so it keeps the water from the other side. And then you could run water over it. Take your solution of whatever you make with a big brush. While you're running the water, you just go like that. Real slow, real gentle, no pressure. Then you rinse it, and then you dry it right there. Somehow you probably have to put Rame paper in between. You pick it up, you put the paper towels underneath. I'm going to practice on the lower grade stuff. I think it'd be done. I actually did it on First Sentinels. I bought that for $100 and it had a sticker on it, a big sticker, and it wouldn't come off with steam. So I soaked it and it came off. but I put it like on a glass cutting board over the top, and then I ran water on it slowly, like curled that sticker off of it. So I know it can be done. If that wasn't, I could have done it better than that. But there you go. First appearance of the Vision, Avengers 57, Salbasema, or Salbashama, or Salbabima cover. That's probably one of his better covers, I think, like iconic covers. Now this is an, I would say, a ripoff of the Vision from the Golden Age by Joe Simon, Jack Kirby. If you actually look it up, this pose is taken from one of his comic books. So the original Vision from the 1940s. I didn't know that years ago. I mean, not too long ago. That, being friends with Jesse, I'm like, really? So I looked it up, and it is. So they ripped off a lot of Golden Age stuff. But Marvel was like Van Halen. Like Van Halen would take a cover song, whatever it was, whoever was by, and they would be instantly better with Van Halen. Same with Marvel. If they stole the character, they'll make it better than the original every time. Agree or disagree? All right, what are we doing here? We're looking at the time. We got 3 minutes. Let's do one. I'll grab 2 quick Marvels, and then we'll be out of here. So let's quickly do Captain America, Avenger Keys, Avengers Assemble. Man, I found this one cheap on eBay. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it was less than $40, I think. Actually, I think it was like 30 something with the shipping. Another one I thought, oh no, I'm not going to get it for the price I want. It's a pretty nice copy. I mean, it looks decent. Definitely low grade. So it's Avengers, 12? 16. So they form a new team with Cap as the leader. Is Cap as the leader or is he quit? I can't remember. All right. So last book we're going to show tonight. We'll end it with a banger. Avengers number 4. First appearance of Silver Age Captain America, Steve Rogers. And this is missing an ad page. I got it I traded $150 and $200 in cash to Jesse Simon. So thank you, Jesse. He actually was able to, I traded him Detective Comics 96, I think. And he auctioned it off and he got $50 more than I paid for it. So that was good. Yeah, I don't know. This is what I tell people. If I know that I can't afford the book, I don't even stop to look at it. I don't stop to look at if it's sold or what price. Someone's like, my friend sent me a listing. Did you see that Batman #1 sold on my comic shop for $58,000? I'm like, nah, if I know I ain't gonna be able to buy it, I just scroll on by. There's no use salivating over something I'm never gonna have. But this just happened to fall in my lap. So I was very happy to get that. Well, guys, it's the witching hour. Late Night with Nighttiger is over. Let's run an end to it, and y'all have a good week. The rest of your week, I'm going to sure try.